guys, it's Sherry from Country Fried Homestead. Today I'm making spaghetti sauce. I started with approximately 100 red tomatoes that I have blanched. I do have a video you can see of that. And after I blanched my tomatoes, they were cored and peeled, and I cubed them. I didn't do it any specific way. You can quarter them, you can eighth them, whatever you'd like to do. I put them in my pot, I let it render down. These have been rendering for probably 4 hours, I would say. My pot was almost full when I started, and now it's about half full. And what I did was, after it rendered down for the most part, I wanted to put in some peppers, some green peppers and some onions. So I added those as well towards the end of the rendering process. As I was rendering, I drained the juice, and I have saved all of the juice to make tomato juice for my family, and I will can that as well. So here I wanted to show you what I have. I've got my 100 tomatoes. You can see, here's my tomato mixture. In here I have 6 peppers, and I have 3 yellow bell peppers in there and 3 green bell peppers. That makes up my peppers. I have a good 6 to 8, maybe up to 10 sliced up green onions are my favorite, so that's what I used for this. That I put in, the peppers and the onions I put in towards the end of the rendering process, so that way they don't get too soft and you can still see them and make them out and know what they are. So from there, I will add some basil. I like to use fresh basil. I'll peel off all of these leaves and I will cut them up into smaller pieces. I also use parsley. I prefer the flat parsley, so that's what I'm gonna be using for this, is my flat parsley. For my basil, I cut it all the way up. I used about a stem of basil because this is a big pot of tomato sauce that I've got. And I just cut my leaves off. And then from there, I will take and cut this with a knife. I'll just bunch them all together real good, nothing fancy. Slice them just like I was slicing an onion or whatever vegetable. Slice them all up. Okay, I'll put those in. And then to there, that's probably about 15 to 20 leaves, 15 to 20 actual leaves. And from there, I will take my flat parsley and I'll cut that up as well. I just bunch it together and start slicing. I'll slice those up. And I will add this in, and this should be enough for me. People have such a wide variety of what they like to use. You can put in as many or as little as you'd like. I do not put the end stems in. They're a little too stemmy, so I don't use those. Put my parsley in. Now I can mix this all up, and I can move on to the next step. This is the consistency of my sauce so far. I like to have extremely thick sauce for my spaghetti. So I will be adding my tomato paste. I'll put that in. It's a 12-ounce can of tomato paste, which is probably just about perfect for the amount of tomatoes I have in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in and get that off of there. Okay, good there. Now, to that I will add my Italian spaghetti seasoning. I got about a cup of that, and I'm gonna put that in. And that should make it a little bit sweet, a little bit of salt, little pepper, little seasoning. And then I will use Kinder's, the blend, because I use this in just about everything. I love it. I'm gonna do about 2 tablespoons total of this. And this is salt, pepper, and garlic. And there's my 1. There's my 2. All right, about 2 tablespoons of the blend. And from there, I'm gonna put in a little more garlic because I love garlic. We're gonna add a big heaping tablespoon of it, probably in real measurement, probably more like a tablespoon and a half. And then I will also have a little bit of cinnamon that I'm gonna add in. This is a half a tablespoon of cinnamon for this pot. That should probably be enough the cinnamon gives it a little bit of a savory flavor. So I use it on all of my spaghetti. Whenever I make spaghetti, I put at least a dash of cinnamon goes in with it. I'm gonna stir this all up to get it all incorporated, and then I will heat it back up on my stove, and so it's ready to be canned. My total should be about 10 quarts of the spaghetti sauce. I think it should be about 10 quarts, right in that area. So we'll see how many it makes. This is my final consistency, and that's really what I wanted. I wanted it to be about that thick. Now this will simmer for about 20 more minutes on my stove just to get all of the spices all mixed in real nicely. And then I will water bath can this for 20 minutes. So hopefully that helps you, and I hope you make it and enjoy it.